sun went down an hour ago. The stars are peeking through. But Arthur Wiley is running laps around the couch and the coffee table too. He's got a quiver in his lip and a wildness in his eye. He's laughing like a maniac between a scream and a cry. Oh, Arthur Wiley's 2 years old and he's fine, he says, but his legs are made of lead. He's over the moon, he's over the edge, and he won't go to his bed. He's a tiny little storm in pajamas with a grumble in his chest. The sleepier he gets, the harder he fights the idea of taking a rest. I offered him the blue cup. He wanted the one in green. I gave him the green one. Now it's yucky and he's making quite a scene. He's dropping all his cars, then weeping because they fell. If exhaustion was a Broadway show, he'd be ringing the curtain bell, rubbing his eyes until they're red. But no is the only word he said. He's stumbling like a tiny sailor, lost at sea in a hallway gale. One more book, one more song, the stalling tactics never fail. Yeah, Arthur Wiley is 2 years old and he's fine, he says, but his legs are made of lead. He's over the moon, he's over the edge, and he won't go to his bed. He's a tiny little storm in pajamas with a grumble in his chest. The sleepier he gets, the harder he fights the idea of taking a rest. Wait, the living room is quiet. Did the tornado finally cease? He's face down on the rug with a stuffed giraffe in a moment of perfect peace. Good night, Grumpy. See you at 6 a.m.
Yes. Song for Arthur Wiley. That's the jazz version. Welcome to Christmas Day in the future. And this is Radio Jonesy, who has been down for the count with influenza A. I've been wiped out. I've had 3 days in bed, absolutely doing nothing but sleeping and drinking and sleeping and drinking. And the birds are singing in the background here. I don't know if you can hear them, but hey, thanks for popping in. He does like that song. We done a blues one and a jazz one for him. He loves his music. He's a 2-year-old. He's back in Brisbane. He's got Christmas Day with his other side of the family, and he's living his best life. I can tell you that. And he's fully fit. He was sick for a little while. Yes, and Radio Jonesy. Oh man, I gotta. Yeah, just big. I was tossing and turning whether I should go live today, but unfortunately, I have to be somewhere tomorrow. So I thought, you know what, I'll try this today, and we'll see how we go. Thank you, Gary. Much appreciated. I can tell you that. I had my first bit of solid food in 3 days this morning, and it was a toasted cheese sandwich. That's basically it. And yes, it's got wiped out by a bug. It could have been the little fella did get sick. We took him to the hospital. He had aches and he was crying, so we took him to the hospital. Long story, we sat there for ages and ages and ages, and they still could say, "Oh, look, his heart rate's up, yada yada yada." They weren't going to admit him unless it got worse or whatever, so we just took him home. Whether I caught the bug at the hospital while we were waiting, or whether it was what the little fella had, I am not sure. But the younger, my middle daughter, she got it about when they arrived. Yeah, so it must have been from the flight, because they weren't sick. They arrived and he had a bit of a sniffle, and then the middle daughter downstairs, she got smashed, and she's been crook. She's fighting fit now. Mrs. Radio, unfortunately, is still down for the count. And it's been an interesting Christmas. I'm glad we celebrated Christmas last Sunday, because today is a disaster. Let me say that. For the house, anyway. We had a great time last week. Sleeping would be nice. I tell you what, I slept 18 hours straight without waking up, and that is a miracle for me. I used to get up to go to the toilet once during the night. I done 18 hours straight. I just felt exhausted. I said, I'm going to lay down. And then I looked at my watch and I went, where am I? What time is it? Why is it this? Where? And the family said, you've been in bed for 18 hours. Yep. Never done that before in my life. By the way, thanks for hopping on the panel earlier. Oh, you're live, YouTube police. I got to catch one of your lives, Gary. If you're going live at a set time, or you're just popping up, if you're going at a set time, tell me and I'll plan it over the next few days. And Shawnee is an absolute oh yeah, baby. Yeah. By the way, thanks everyone for helping support me getting my third channel, which is Tasmania Island Life, to the starting line, and that is now. I haven't done a video since then. Everything's been put on the back burner, but people are watching them videos. It's good how those videos, people are watching them and commenting, and subscribers are just growing. It's just growing organically. Yes, I said it, organically. And it's not going to get me rich, but it's good to see the analytics, the numbers, and see the money turning over. And if they're going to play ads, why not take a slice of that pie? Oh, I've been taking mighty. I wish I was mighty. I was taking multivitamins. I've never taken multivitamins in my life. And you putting him out on the streets, Shawnee Groves. Yep. Sure, why not? Hey, Demoose, good to see you, mate. Merry Christmas, Jonesy. Thanks very much, Demoose, for being a supporter of the channel and being a member, as is Shawnee Grows. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And I am looking, I am looking for, I'm looking forward to getting better. That's what I'm looking forward to. We had a cruise ship in yesterday. That was fun to sort of watch for a while. It was a Holland America ship called the Nordam. It was a fairly nice ship. Man, Gary, I've been resting for about 4 days. I've been down for the count, but if I sat inside, I'd just go crazy. I've come out here. I've got a mission to do in this room too. There's a time schedule. Things are afoot. Things are changing, and I have to rearrange a few things. And hopefully, I don't get a phone call tomorrow. I am on 24-hour standby for tomorrow because out of a company with 275 staff, not one person is available tomorrow. Not one, and they need to have they need two. And they got one, and they could not find another one. And the owner of the business or the manager of the company basically rang me up and said, look, I know you got the flu. I know you're down for the count, but influenza, you get it and it's gone in 3 days. And I'm laying in bed going, I said, look, if you're stuck, I can help you. But at the moment, I can't help anybody. And she said, oh, thanks. And then my phone goes, bloop, bloop, and it says I am on my 24-hour. It's called 26th Boxing Day. Boxing Day, yes. And listen to this voice. It is gone husky. I was going to do a video today, but I could not do it. I've got some good plans for videos. I just got to give it another couple of days. Just working the moose. How's the clients where you work, Gary? Do they enjoy this time of year? Do they really get into the spirit? I'm assuming they do. That's a good name for a movie. I Am Clueless in Mississippi. Oh, I need tissues as well. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you're still watching, the new stickers have arrived. Look at these stickers. These stickers are going out once I can get myself to the post office. Yes, I know it's a. Thank you, Shawnee, for listening while you're working. It is a busy time. It is Christmas Eve, obviously, over there. Christmas Day here. I'm looking out down the window to the beach. You've got kids out there having a paddle around on new toys, and we had a beautiful sunshine morning. Now it just looks like, it just looks cold. Let me see if I can find this picture. We had a dump of snow here just up the road. See if I can find it on Facebook. Maybe I should just type in. I don't want to do that. I got to find. Okay. Oh man, my head is a bit. Let me have a look at this. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, the Tasmanian Highlands got a nice carpet of snow. Yes. Oh, come on, Tim and Sandy, what have you done? You put out a lovely picture. Why aren't I getting that? Following. Yes, I am following that. And, cramp. Okay, that picture didn't turn up there, which I thought it might. So it might be over here. Maybe I should just do this. Oh yeah, here we go. Up at Moena, it's about it's a good hour and a half drive away. If I go to images. So just remember, this is summer. We are in summer. And in summer in the mountains, it still gets warm, like it's never... come back to here. I'll go to... share screen. Looks like the blue lights are... where are we? Share this. Okay. Let's have a look back to here. Then we'll go share this. We'll go full screen just to be a pain. And this is, say, an hour and a half drive from me. Check this out. An hour and a half drive from me in the middle of summer. Check this out. I might have to buy a property up here, I think. This looks pretty awesome, to be honest. My eldest daughter rang me up and said, hey, did you see the snow up at the Great Lake? And I said, I did actually. She said, oh, we're thinking of coming down next winter to spend some time up there. And then we kept talking. There's 67 k's to Deloraine, yeah. Well, there's a good spot to go on a cold night. There you go. Nice fireplace in there. Got... So, at the same time the snow was falling on the mountain, it was 25 degrees. People were at the beach about an hour and a half drive away. Now, how crazy is that? But it does look lovely. We don't usually get a white Christmas. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'll remove from screen. And I'll get back into the chat. And I've already done that one. Sorry, Gary. Hoorah, all comes in my mate from the States. It is a devil dog. Hey, I was running some old lives. I was doing the Daily Show back in the day with every morning I was getting up watching the sun rising. I'm thinking about getting back into that style of lives at that time of the morning. And Devil Dog was sort of popping in every now and again and getting some conversations going. So I was Controversial Cruising is another member of the channel. Good on you, Scott. And he is showing the Devils. And look at this. The Moose is a member. Even Devil Dog's a member. Look at this. Congratulations, Devil Dog. You always wanted to be a member of the channel and share your emojis because you haven't done that in the past, that's for sure. Moose is another member. I think I gifted 5 members last live I did, and Devil Dog come up. Can't remember who else it was, but could have been. I'm not sure. But Demoose is putting out the Vegemites. Good on you, Demoose. I'm 10 minutes behind. People are nice and quiet at the moment. That's what you want. There is a wreck within eyesight just off my jurisdiction. Okay. Well, that's good, I suppose. Looks like the blue lights are diminishing. Haven't seen them. Well, that's good news. Yes, and yes. Lots of snow. Yes, that's crazy. It is crazy. Yep. We got Great Lakes here too in the great state of Tasmania. With this lovely voice. Here we go. We got some YouTube royalty in the house. Sir Paul Honeyman, welcome in, brother. Hey, Merry Christmas, and thanks for popping by. It is, what is it, past midday here. It's 12:33 Christmas Day. For those of you just popping in, I've had about 3 days down with influenza A, and I'm just able to get out and walk around. I actually had to drive somewhere, and I was confident I could do it. Yesterday, I could not drive anywhere. I was absolutely no fit state to do any of that. Yeah, so I was getting into the story about the studio too. So there's a few little changes happening, and we're getting a new guest room, a bigger guest room downstairs, and a new YouTube studio downstairs out the front with a beautiful view of the harbour and the city at night. And I will be doing all my lives from there in the near future, but I've still got a few days to sort all this out the back here. And yes, we have a time schedule for there are things are happening. So I'm going to click this button. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to being able to have just a smaller room with a cupboard and with a lot of stuff that I can sort of don't have to have a million things out and about to show people. I can just bring certain things out on certain days and show. So as well as doing the early morning show, I'll probably brand it. Not sure what I'm going to call it, but it'll be watching the sun come up over the water. At the moment, that's very early here, which is a bit unfortunate for me because I have to get out of bed early. But yeah, in winter it's good because it doesn't get up to after 7, and yeah, the colours and the sky and the oranges and the clouds and the water, it looks pretty cool. I've got a lot of them lives already done if you want to go back and check them out, but they're on the On Tour with Radio Jonesy channel. Well, I'm trying to do something in the background. And I have got my brand new office comfortable chair. It's down there because I wasn't going to put it out here, then carried it all the way down about 17 steps. So it's already down there waiting to be utilised. So I'll get content. Okay. All right. It's Christmas is now activated. Yes. Where are we? Back over here. Sorry about that. I was sort of doing some stuff behind the scenes. So Shorty's showing the Vegemites. There is Paul again. Thank you, Paul. Absolutely, really do enjoy your. I watch a lot of the replays of you and Big Mike, and I do enjoy the banter. You know, the used to have got a good formula. It does work. It works very well. Hey, Lynn, good to see you, and thank you, and Merry Christmas to you. Here comes some sunshine. This is what I want. Blue sky. Oh, the grey clouds are gone. Oh, this old boy. I don't sound the best, I tell you. The moose is showing a few of the devils and Vegemites. Okay, Paul saying Merry Christmas. Just had to stop in and say hi tonight. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate you, my friend. There we go. Devil Dog, he loves his Vegemite. I tell you what, he does love it. There's videos out there to prove it. Him and his young bloke. You couldn't get more Australian than the father and son eating Vegemite on toast together. Oh, hang on. Have I set the audio right? It can't be me. It's got to be the computer. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. See, I sound much better now. Oh, I tell you what, I might sound like absolute crap, but I don't feel that way now. I only feel half that bad. I haven't been sick in decades. Decades, I tell you. And a stupid influenza A bug took me out. Took me out, knocked me down, and said, you can't, what's the room going to be? Up here, the room is going to be somebody's apartment, actually. Somebody's going to have a nice little setup. Hey, Joy, good to see you. Janae, Joy. Tuesdays with Joy. And thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for joining our wonderful host. Thank you, Janae. You are one of the best. And I haven't gone live at this time of the day for a long time, middle of the day. And Janae is listening. And I'm just running down the list here. Merry Christmas, definitely. Do you feel like live streaming? Who are you asking, Gary? You asking me? If I would probably be lifting things in here and moving things around, and I'd rather not do that today. I tell you, the only healthy person in that house for the last 3 days, or the last week and a half, has been Charlie. He's been going strong. He's a lovely little fella. He's learning his place in the family. He's behaving a lot more. He's not jumping around and doing too many crazy things anymore. And unfortunately, our poor old cat passed away about a week and a half ago. So oh, jeez, what did I miss? Sorry, Joy. Janae. I would take this very time of year for loss is horrendous. Okay, he's asking me. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be live, Gary, if I just thought I'd come on, say Merry Christmas to my huge loyal fan base. Absolutely massive. And just wish everyone a Merry Christmas, the main thing. See how I sound. I sound absolutely terrible. I'll tell you one thing. One thing it's done, it's taking pounds off my waistline. Yes, Janae, prayers, 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 and more prayers. You have a lot of loving supporters and friends in the world, Janae. Yeah, I've got some really some really wonderful things happened this year, and some really bizarre things happened this year to me, like some things I never thought of. Like I'm going to be doing a video later about a story where I got an email about 2 weeks ago, but I've been that busy with. We had family down a week before Christmas, and we've been playing Happy Little Tourists, and yes, and it is a hard time. May God be with you through these times and show His grace and love to you and your family. Tuesday with Joy. Yes, Janae. My heart goes out to you. You know you've got a whole community to talk with and support. You're a much loved, valued member to the YouTube community, Janae. Whether you know it or not, you've helped a lot of people. You've been on so many lives. You've done so much good, uplifting conversations with a raft of people. Yeah. I know it's what's strange when you lose your parents. Both of my parents have gone, and they went very close to each other, but and they were separated for a long time. Oh. But the good thing about it, they got back together, like not as husband and wife again, but they just got back together as friends in the later stages of their lives, and it was absolutely great to see. And, I won't get down the road I was going to talk about, but people think the worst of everybody. They think, why is this person doing this? It's got to be for a financial gain, all this sort of garbage. Anyway, I don't want to. I'll stop this conversation there. I do miss my father. He was a hard old bugger, and he was a very nice, kind, giving person. He would give you the shirt off his back. Um, you just, yeah, you've got all those wonderful memories and treasured times. I know what you've done. We've had conversations in the past. Yep, there you go. There's the word there. That's what I love about Middle America. It's just family and God. And Planet Jonesy, good to see you. Oh man, and you win a sticker for being the first one to say it. There you go. I felt that terrible. I just got the razor out and went, you know what? See you later. You give me some addresses, or you want me to send stuff, and I'll post some stuff away to you. I don't know where you want me to send them, but you just tell me, and I will arrange that for you, Mr. Planet Jonesy. And Merry Christmas. Oh, I feel 20 years younger with all that grey hair gone. Look at it. Just got to lose all this flabbiness. Might go for a nip and a tuck. And yeah, but yeah, I was right. A friend of mine, a guy I was associated with for years and years. I was a friend of this guy's brother first, and then his brother asked me, "Could I take his younger brother under my wing and get him work in this industry?" And I said, "If you want me to, mate, I could always look after you because you're a mate, and mates look after mates." He said, "Yeah, he's a bit of a rogue. He's a bit of a character, but you'll like him." And I did like him. I got to meet him, and he was just this guy, right? And he sort of went with the flow. He was never locked in. He was divorced. He had three beautiful children. He when he got divorced, he left the house to his wife so his kids could have the the house, like the inheritance. He didn't want to split it up. Like if they both were, what's the point? He said to me, "What's the point of me taking half of the house when my kids, they can always go back to the house, and the house is always going to be left to the kids. Why should I have half a house and be struggling, and his ex have half a house and be struggling?" So he was a bit of a interesting character in that sense. Well, anyway, so I helped this friend of mine's brother, and we got to become friends. He was a musician as well. He was a guitarist. That sort of bonded us a bit more. And we probably 5 years into this relationship of hanging out with this guy, either through connections at work or maybe at a music venue or wherever. Right, he comes out with this. He comes out with this statement. He goes, "Now listen, I don't tell a lot of people this, but I do." what is it called? Like spiritual readings. And I just went, yeah, mate, whatever. That's good. Whatever floats your boat. And he sort of, because I didn't jump on it, he sort of let it fly. And then he started saying things like to me, yeah, Demus. This is my younger brother. Yeah, anyway, he starts telling me these stories about, I have to be at this venue tonight. I said, why is that? I said, I'm there to meet a girl. I said, oh yeah, what's the name? And he says this name, and I go, okay, who is she? He says, I don't know. I've just been told I have to be there. I said, who told you? He said, a voice. I said, what voice? He said, look, just trust me. I'm going to meet a person named this, and her name's going to be this. Just bear with me. It's going to happen. And, yeah, he goes to this place. I'm at the same music sort of venue, but he's somewhere else. I go meet him, and I'm sitting down. I said, so where's your special friend? And he goes, I don't know, somewhere here. And the name, and it was Linda, because I always remember being Linda McCartney. Anyway. And he goes, I don't know, she's here somewhere. And then they called him up to the stage for whatever he had to do, and up he goes. He does his little spiel. He goes, sits down. This lady comes over and says, I'm very impressed with the way you spoke today. How are you? She says, my name's Linda. And he goes, oh, hi, Linda. And then, would you like to come and have a coffee, is what she said to him. And he goes, I would love to have a coffee. And off they go and have a coffee. Sure enough, he's met Linda, and Linda was looking, wasn't looking for a man, but was available, was single, and they had this long-lasting relationship for a number of years. Didn't last forever. But and I said, you got to be pulling me chain. This can't be a real thing. And he said to me, he said, look, I'm going to tell you something now. And back then, I wasn't doing radio. Back then, I was doing other stuff. I had a business. I had no intentions of working in radio. And he goes to me, look, I'm going to tell you something, and someone's telling me to tell you this. He said, you're going to work in radio. And I looked at him because I've never worked in radio, and I looked at him and I went, really? He said, seriously. And I said, okay, whatever. He said, he goes, there's a big but. You're, this is what's threw me. He sent me an email the other day. He said, you're going to be more famous on television. And I went, yeah, sure thing. Radio and then television. And then, like we went out, like this was years ago. And then I'm working, I stumbled into a radio job, which is a long story there, but I got myself a radio job. I just fell into it, just opened up like the story was I rang a guy who was on radio, and he's at the station, and I was requesting music, and I got to know the guy, the DJ, and then would you like to come in the station? I could show you around, and all that sort of stuff. And then one day they needed help, and I helped out, and then it just grew from that. and just the door just opened up, and in I went. And next thing you know, I'm doing a shift on radio after a little while being there. He rings me up out of the blue and requests a song. He said, "Hey, guess who? It's me." He said, "I told you." He said, and then he goes, "I want to." He wanted me to play some country song. I don't know what it was, but I played it. Anyway, and the story goes, he sends me an email. See, that radio station gig was how many years ago now? That was about eight years ago, maybe, when that happened, and I really haven't seen him since. Sends me an email. I said, he says, congratulations. I said, what for? Well, he said, congratulations on becoming becoming monetized on YouTube. And I said, oh, thanks. He said, you've got a couple of stations now, channels now. And I said, yeah, I've got 3. And he goes, I told you. I said, what do you mean I told you? I said, we watch you on TV. I went, oh, get out of town. He said, that's not being funny. That's no way being. He said, you haven't got there yet. He said, I'm telling you. And then we've had like a conversation since then about why he left Linda, and then he went somewhere else because Linda was having. Anyway, Linda had to go somewhere else for her journey because of one of her kids or something. Anyway, but he says he gets guided. He says these thoughts come to him. And I said, I hope you haven't got any bad news to tell me. And he goes, no. He said, no, you're going great. He said, just keep looking after yourself. Yes. That's just one story from him. I got another story, but I won't. I'll save that for another day. Okay, let me go catch up. You should be on Dale Live last week if it's doing that challenge. Chef Civi. Merry Christmas, everyone. And for those of you just coming in, I've arisen from the bed of sickness. I've been down with influenza A for 3 days. And today I'm up with my lovely voice is back to normal. That's lovely. Welcome in. Hey, Des, good to see you. Merry Christmas to you too. My dear friend, my long-term YouTube friend from the great town of Tallahassee, is it? Did I get that right? I was going to say the great state, but I thought I think you don't want to call it the great state. Oh. Charlie had a lovely Christmas. He got a few squeaky toys, a few blueies, and a furry toy he can play with and cuddle and carry on with. He's enjoying his little Christmas inside the house. Okay, Des is saying hi to everyone. Joe Jacobson. Yes. From the eastern states of Iowa. Prayers. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever it applies. Yes, I just love Middle America. I tell you what, even the Midwest. You're welcome. Hey, everyone. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Janae. And my thoughts and prayers, obviously. But I just thought that was a cool email to get from him about, and to say all these years ago, like I had no plans to. I had no plans to do YouTube. I had no plans to go on radio, and this he just said, I've seen it, and he just. I said to him, "Have you seen any songs from the future that are hits? You want to write them down and release them now?" And he sort of said, "It don't work like that." Oh, good on you, Des. Everyone's alive, of course they are. That's why. Oh, well, I've got a great audience of 10 people. That is absolutely awesome. Burgers and fries tonight, Shawnee. Oh man, my daughter's woke up this morning and she's back to normal. My eldest daughter and my 17-year-old grandson look like coming down in winter to hang out in the snow. So I got that to look forward to in the next few months. Yeah, cinnamon rolls tomorrow morning. Wonderful. You know what I had for breakfast this morning, Shawnee? I had cheese on toast. It's the only thing I could. And I wasn't going to have it, but I made it. The toast really burnt, like extra crispy. So it sort of scratches your throat as it goes, as you swallow the food, for all the positive effects that does. Here's Howie. Look out. Peaceful Days. Hey, Howie, good to see you. Greetings. Yeah, Tasmania is a great state, Devil Dog. The great island state of Tasmania. You know what? There's a lot of videos on YouTube about why people don't want to live in Tasmania and they go to the mainland. Right? They're not locals. There might be one or two videos from locals, but they're chasing something that's not on the island. So of course they're going to move away. People that come here expecting an island as big as Sri Lanka, like Sri Lanka's got like 20 million people. We're an island of that size. We've only got 550,000 people, and half of them live in one area right down the bottom, in Hobart, right down the bottom of the island. So for the rest of the island, there is 250,000 people spread out over, say, four big country towns is the best way of saying it. And yeah, having a great old time here. That's why you see on my drives, you see a bunch of houses, you're in a town, then you're out of the town, and it's just farms. But I did want to come on and just say Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope everyone has a fabulous 2026. I hope everybody gets what they deserve, what they wish for. What sometimes you never get what you deserve or what you wish for. But if you, I don't know what it is. If you want it, you can make it happen. Like it's. it's raining now. Had grey sky, had blue sky and sunshine. Yes, I am a joyous. Why am I putting myself through this? But I just wanted to come on. I'm going to finish this on the hour. I'd just like to say I got 5 more minutes, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all my channel members, like the wonderful Des, Demoose. Also, we got Shawnee Grows, Devil Dog. And the list goes on. I'm just rolling up the list there. But yeah, I'm going to do a daily show. The daily show is going to be on tour with Radio Jonesy, and hopefully that's going to be the morning. It's going to be a regular show if I'm at home at that time of the morning. So I should be. I did it last year, or I did it 2 years ago, and I want to show, because I'll be able to show you straight out the glass, straight out the window, of the sun rising over the ocean, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into that. A little bit of overnight Tasmanian news, probably run for an hour and a half, depending on what's planned for the day. Thanks, Joy. Honestly, that friend of mine, who was sort of a friend of my a friend that I had, who was sadly passed on. That was his brother. He asked me, could I help his brother get a job in this certain industry that I was involved in? And I said, mate, anything for you, my friend. I can help you. If he's anything like you, if he's half the man you are, he will be great, is what I said. And he turned out to be a pretty good worker. You know, he was half the man he was. But, yeah. And thanks, thank you, Demoose. I reckon another few more days and I'll be back to my fighting fit, healthy best. And the pounds that I've lost, the plan is to keep losing them. I've got a walking channel, and I'm walking a lot, which I haven't done for a while. Nobody from this community has made a comment on it yet, so I'm just going to leave it there. There's only a handful of people. It gets about 12 or 14 views, and that's the way I like it. No one needs to see an old man struggling down the beach walking around. But I'm sure you will. And Mr. Jonesy, all the best, mate. Have a great Christmas and see you in the next year. I might get another live in before then, but definitely, mate. And I am very glad this year we've connected. Planet Jonesy 6713, which is the postcode of where he sort of lives half his time, and the other half is with his wonderful family over in Bali. So throw your old toothbrush away, feel better. I will be in the meditation, pray for everyone. Listen, you are the best, Janae, and my heartfelt thoughts and prayers are going your way for sure. Welcome in, Ed, and I'll see you on the next one, because we're just about to end the hour. I appreciate you, Ed. By the way, welcome in, and I'm looking to see the sunrise each until then, and when you are ready to come be with us. And I'm looking forward just to get a routine and a schedule going. And I want to make my videos. Okay, Marines and Army Mum and the Pest Hunters, if you all want somewhere to hang out, Des is saying that's the places to go. When you get there, say Radio Jonesy sent you, And thank you, Des, for all that you do for everybody, as well as Janae, and as well as look at this guy. He has to get the last word in. Until we meet again, I'm going to hang up now. I'm going to say goodbye. Get some nice warm lemon juice or something into my throat just to settle it down. I need to go back to its smooth self again. Until we meet again. And thank you, Des. Thank you, Janae, Devil Dog, everybody who's been in the chat. I appreciate everyone, and thanks again for helping getting the third channel monetized. Thanks, Devil Dog. I will definitely get some rest. Until we meet again, ciao.